Hey, welcome into the round pen this afternoon. This little black mare, her name is Magnolia. She's 10 years old, about. I've had her in training. I think I figured out today is day number 7 in her training. And my goal today is to lay her down. So I'm going to go ahead and start on it while I talk about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and also what I'm not doing. And first of all, I've done 3 or 4 of these lay down videos over the last few years. And every time I do it, most every time, I'll get somebody who comments and says, well, you're being too rough on that horse and you need to do it like so-and-so trainer because she does it over 15 days and she teaches the horse to drop its head, then she teaches the horse to kneel down, etc. And so what they're describing is not this. Okay? So what that person is describing is teaching a horse to lay down. And that's just similar to how you would teach a horse to turn right or left or stop. They're teaching the horse to do a maneuver. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't do it because I don't need to teach my horses to lay down. The only time I've ever seen it done is basically as a trick. Okay, I know some of the extreme Mustang makeover people do it, and on their freestyle they'll lay the horse down. So, you know, that makes sense if you need that. And I also know that 150 years ago, some of the native tribes used to teach their horses to lay down because when they were in battle, they would lay the horse down and hide behind it to shoot arrows and so forth. So there's a reason to teach a horse to lay down. I don't have any of those reasons, okay? I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be in battle with my horse, and I'm not going to do any more Mustang makeovers. I believe I've aged out of that. Love them, but I'm not going to do them. So I just don't need to teach my horse to lay down. So what I'm doing here today, I'm not teaching her to lay down. I'm going to lay her down. And I'm going to lay her down for the main reason I usually do it, is when I've got a horse that has a lot of anxiety and has trouble overcoming that anxiety, then this helps them. Okay? That's what this is. So I've picked up both front feet and had her realize that she can live with her foot up like that. She handled that actually pretty well. She didn't overly react. This mare is pretty reactive. As I said, she's 10 years old. She had not been worked with, I'll say very little, maybe some. You could lead her. I let her in here, but not a whole lot. Real spooky, scared of a lot of things. And so I think this is going to help her a lot. So I'm not going to teach her to lay down. I'm going to lay her down. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to have her bring that foot up. Okay. Get it up there pretty good. And in the beginning, I'll probably wrap this once, just to kind of hold it in place. Okay. And now I'm going to start asking her to lay down, which she probably won't do right at the beginning. A few of them do, but she probably won't. Just going to start putting a little pressure on her and asking her to go down onto that knee. Okay. And if she does go down to the knee, she probably will here, I will release some of the pressure on this lead rope and take a step back. Okay, I'm pulling on her. Thought about it. There. Okay. Pulling on her. So I'm not making her lay down. Good. That was actually really nice. She may just go ahead and lay on over, but she didn't. Okay. But I am asking her to lay down. So can you make a horse lay down? Oh, sure. I read about this when I was a kid. I've never seen this done or or known anyone who did it, but I remember reading about it when I was a kid. The old timers had a setup that they called a running W, where they would hook ropes, and again, I don't know exactly what it looked like, but they would hook ropes around 3 or 4 of the horse's feet, and if they had a bronc that took off on them, they'd jerk its feet out from under it and flip it over onto its back. And that was how they would keep that horse from panicking and running off, and showing him that he couldn't run away. So yeah, you can jerk a horse's feet out from under him. That's not what I'm doing. Okay. I'm just asking her to go ahead and lay down there. Okay. Now, what does this do to her mentally, emotionally? First of all, it's very stressful, and that's the point. Because this mare has trouble handling pressure and stress. She very much wants to overreact to pressure and stressful things. And so this is going to teach her, I'm going to give her her worst fear. The worst fear for a prey animal, the worst thing that can happen, is for them to be laying on the ground helpless and that predator is on top of them. Nothing is more scary to a horse than that. And I'm going to show her that she will survive that. Okay. And that's pretty typical what they do. That's not surprised she did that. Okay. Because as I said, this is a scary thing, and she's not real good at reacting to pressure. Okay, I'm going to change my lead rope here. The funny thing about this, I don't know if it's funny, but it happens all the time. They always end up over by the fence, no matter how often you start in the middle of the arena. Okay, I'm going to just pull her head down instead of to the side. See if that makes a difference. Okay. Okay, I released those ropes when she laid down, or kneeled down, sorry, she knelt down. I'm not releasing it when she panics. That's nice, okay. So I released a little there because she put her nose down and she's thinking about this. Very nice. For her, this is already a win. She's already learned something pretty valuable. Okay, because she stopped panicking. And yeah, she's a little bit shut down there. She's in a little bit of a freeze mode. Okay. This typically takes anywhere from 5 minutes to 30 or 40 minutes. If it goes much more than 30 minutes, I'll usually quit. Because it's not something I've got to complete it all in one day. One thing, it's about 100 degrees out here today. Okay, it's a nice warm August day here in Oklahoma. Okay, I'm going to go back to pulling on her offside. That was working for her a little better. Now, she thought about doing it that time, and she thought maybe she shouldn't. So I'm releasing the pressure and backing away. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's kind of wrapped around her flank there. I might stop here a second, start over. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think I will. Since she got it wrapped around her flanks there, I want to make this, let her come out here to the middle of the arena. Good girl. Okay, let me get my ropes back where they were. The reason I'm releasing the pressure when she gets her nose down to the ground is because I want her to decide on her own to lay down. And you say, oh, that's not really her deciding on her own because you're forcing her to that point, and you're right. So it's not completely her decision, but part of it is. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo this rope because of the way she's moving. I need to put it in front here. Excuse me a second. Okay. She goes down on her knee. There. Okay, I'm releasing the pressure. Okay, push. I'll pull again. Release the pressure. So she's thinking about laying down. Let me back away from her a little. Okay. I want her to decide that she can lay down. It's probably going to be okay. Now, I mentioned this is day 7 of working with her. If I had done this in the first 2 or 3 days, it would have been more like that from the very beginning. Okay? She would not have been nearly as accepting of it as she is today. She's actually made some fair progress dealing with her flightiness and her spookiness. There we go. There we go. I'll gently ask her to lay down this side. Okay. Now, she didn't lay down, she fell down. Okay. But did she learn something? Yeah. I didn't kill her. I didn't kill her when she fell down. So I'm still going to ask her to lay down. So let me tell you what I say this every time. There is zero physical pain involved here. Nothing I'm doing is causing her any physical pain. This is all emotional. It's very, very, very stressful, and that is the point. She has to learn that stress and pressure is not fatal. She's not going to die when something scary happens. Okay? She's going to lay down here, but she's trying to think maybe there's another option. So I'm not going to pull her over. She'll do it here in a minute on her own. So what she's emotionally processing, I'm a predator, I'm not killing her. Okay, just ask her to go ahead and come on over. Come on, bring that hip on down, baby. There you go. Okay, and that's fairly common that they'll try to jump right back up. but this leg is tied, so she can't. Okay. Okay. Now she's probably going to jump back up here in a minute. Since once I let go of that rope, she probably could. So this mare, when I got her a week and a half ago, if you just flicked your finger, she'd jump, she'd flinch. If you did something like that, she'd really jump. Okay, that's actually really good. I'm really happy that she did that. I didn't think she would. So that's a happy, positive thing right there.
I'm gonna get myself water.
Okay, that's a very good thing right there. So now the predator is walking around her, stalking her, but not attacking her. See what I mean? Just telling you what she's trying to process. That all this time she thought I was such a meanie, but I wasn't. Good girl. Very nice. Very nice. Now let's see what she does when I come in here and start petting on her. And when you get to this part, you need to be very careful because these horses can literally jump straight up. They're a lot more athletic than we usually give them credit for. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. So now what I want to do is just rub her all over from nose to tail. Put my finger in her mouth. Ears. Top line. Very soft. Very soft. Okay, I'll tell you something else these horses can do. She could flip over. She could flip feet first over this way. So I'm aware of that. Just be aware of what they could do. Okay, now I'm wondering if I can pick up her tail and wiggle it a little bit. Because that'll tell you how tense your horse is. If your horse is real tense, their tail is clamped down tight. There, she's kind of relaxing. There. There. Good. This is actually going quite well, folks. Most of the time it doesn't go quite this smoothly. Okay. Now, what I'm going to try to do is start laying my body on top of hers. Again, with the understanding I might have to move in a hurry. There, good girl. Go. And I'm telling you, this really helps a spooky horse. Really helps him figure out. That scary stuff isn't going to kill him. There we go. Good girl. Okay. And even though I'm on Social Security, I can still roll pretty fast if I need to. Okay, good girl. I'm trying to relax as much as I can. Okay, I don't know if you can hear her breathing. Right now she's holding her breath. Now she's took a breath and she's breathing real fast. There, she's breathing real fast because she's hot and tired. Now she's holding her breath again. And that's pretty common for them to do that. It's basically the same thing that we humans do. When something's really scary, we'll hold our breath and not even realize we're doing it. And then we'll go, take a breath real fast. Okay. Okay. So I'm very happy with how this went. What I'm going to do is come around here and rub on each of her legs. Try to rub all the way down to the hoof. Okay. Very nice. Good. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to loosen this rope that's on her front foot. If I can. She kind of flipped over on it, so that might be a challenge. There we go. Okay. Like I said, they can move pretty quick. And if she hops up here, that's okay. I'm pretty happy with what we've got. I'm going to see if I can ask her to lay down again. Real gently. There. Oh, good girl. Good girl, Magnolia. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I can't think I can. There we go. Okay. I'll be a little bit careful with these back feet, but I do want to rub down her legs. Nice. Okay. And her feet, you know, she's stiff and kind of resistant there. But okay. I'm pretty happy with how that went. Let me see if I can get this where she can get up easily. And I am being very careful here, folks. There we go. Okay, now she's untied. And I'm going to ask her now to get up. Okay? All right, let's go. Come on. All right, now she's licking and chewing. She's thinking. Good. So if you have questions about this, you know, should you do this to your horse? Does your horse need this? Would it help your horse? You know, feel free to shoot me a comment. I'll answer it the best I can. Get on that, baby. Let's go. Come on. Good girl.